One of the requested videos that people have asked me for is to cover a topic as to why they face problems continuously in their life. So, this is what I'm going to talk today to all of you about. Welcome back, and I'm Pujita Singh, a certified life coach, NLP coach, and an author. This interesting topic actually made me think a lot, and when I reflect back on my experiences and also with the experiences of near around people whom I met, whom I worked with, people who are part of my lives today, this is one important thing that actually gave me a lot of clarity in my life, and I'm glad that people actually thought about it and they asked me about this question. So this is what I'm going to cover today. The first and the foremost thing why people encounter problems again and again and again and again of a similar type is because they have not learned their lesson yet. Yeah, it's gonna be a bitter truth, but that's the harsh reality. I commonly hear this question, which is asked to me as to why, Pujita, I'm receiving, or rather, I'm going through same kind of problems. Isn't it that life is so unfair to me, and God is so unkind to me, and so much more that I keep hearing? You know what is the challenge here, or the problem? The problem is you. Yeah. You can hate me for this, but that's the answer. So, the first thing that you got to do is learn the lesson out of it. If you are going through financial issues again and again and again, there is something that you have not learned because of which you are going through this problem, right? Which means there is some negligence in your behavior that you're doing it again and again, or maybe you encounter debts after debts after debts, which means you have not learned that financial lesson yet, and hence you are going through this problem. Number two reason is if you are on the path of the growth, if you are on your growth path, life pushes you on so much more to go back and experience it. I have seen this in my own life experience where I was like, why the hell am I receiving so many issues? Why am I always into challenges and so much more? But the answer is it was actually giving me clarity. It was giving me growth that I always aspired for. So remember, if you have a desire in your life, and if you have an aspiration in your life, you wished for it with full intention, and to make that happen, you have to go through a journey. And when you go through a journey, what happens? You have to go through these things, because only then you'll be able to reach there, right? You know how what is the process of making a diamond, right? You go through the drill and then you shine as a diamond. It's the same thing in life. So if you're expecting that tomorrow you have to be at a certain level, or you want to achieve certain things, and you asked for it, and universe is only fulfilling your wish, and that can happen when you go through these set of journeys and experiences. Now, I also want you to be mindful of the fact that I don't want you to wish and pray and think that you will grow only when you go through challenges in life. This is one big blunder that people generally have, or rather, enough and more on social media, which people talk about that, I have grown only when I went through XYZ. Yes, most of the times that's the truth, but it doesn't have to be that way for you. You can learn from others' mistakes. You can learn from others, experiences, and so much more. You don't have to go through the same shit again. But if you're going through it, embrace that journey. That journey is taking you only forward when you look back, right? I can give you one classic example. There was a time when people used to make fun of how I used to speak. I was bullied in my school days, in my college days. People used to make fun of me how I used to talk because my English was not great. But trust me, today I'm making a video in front of you on a YouTube channel. If that would not have happened as a problem, I would not have been here today talking to you all, inspiring millions and thousands and crores of people, right? There are people who reach out to me on LinkedIn for guidance. There are people who reach out to me in every possible channel. Why do they do that? It's only because that was my growth story which I was going through. But I was like, why the hell am I going through this shit from a English teacher, this kind of a nonsense from my batchmates, schoolmates, college mates? I was like tired of it. But today when I look back, universe is only preparing me because I always wanted to be an influencer in my life. Isn't it that the beauty of the whole story? You have a similar one as well. You just got to understand and embrace your journey, right? We don't do that as individuals. We start cursing people, we start cursing events, we start cursing universe, like why the hell am I going through this, and so much more. It's for your growth story and you asked for it, right? And most importantly, help others when you go through or you see others going through something similar, because you have crossed that mile which they are starting to work on, and you can only get better and better and better at it when you start helping others. So the twofold answer to this question, that why is it that I encounter problems, is because you need to learn your lesson. Second is you are on your growth story or your growth path, and hence you're going through what you're going through. And third, and the most important thing that I want you to keep in mind going forward when you encounter any problems in life, is instead of blaming who is responsible, what really happened, who did it, why did they do it, start thinking about solution. It's gonna be tough, it's gonna be rough, it's gonna be not a simple thing, but it is not impossible. If you start thinking about that this is only here to make me better, this problem is only here to make me better as a person, professionally, personally, as an individual, to the society, to the larger world, it's only gonna get better and better. When you elevate your life, your challenges in life also gets elevated. So never ever underestimate your life experiences. It's only here to give you a better person experience, or it's only here to give you that what you asked for. So next time when you encounter any kind of life challenges, the story or the question to ask in your mind, or rather to work on, is what is this trying to teach me? Why is this happening to me should not be a question of doubt. Rather, the question in your mind should be that this is here to make me better, this is here to make me stronger, sharper, and strengthen my life skills. It's not going to be easy. This might be sounding very philosophical to you right now, but when you are in this journey of getting better and growing in life, you will start getting these kind of clarity. That's something that I did it, or rather I received a couple of years ago, and since then I never looked back. When I go through any challenge in life, I only do two things. One, I try and understand how do I fix this, and number two, what is the lesson this is trying to teach me. That's all. I only think about these two things. And most importantly, what I also ensure is that when I cannot manage that problem, or when I cannot manage that situation, I just surrender to whatever I believe in. It could be universe, it could be God, it could be a particular God, anything. When you cannot manage any problem that's beyond your control and capacity, just surrender and let go, and the right things will happen. But of course, you got to take all the actions and then just believe and let go and surrender it. Trust me, this might sound all philosophical to you right now. I've repeated this again, but very importantly, this is all what you have asked for, which the universe is delivering without a second of a doubt. Okay? So with that, thank you so much for listening to me patiently. Thank you so much for asking me what you have in your mind, which I'm able to deliver with my life experiences. My intention of this channel is only to go back, dwell on my experiences, learn from people's experience, from whatever education I had, through self-education, through whatever experiences I went through, and I have learned through others, is what I come back and deliver here. Because one statement of mine can change someone's life, and that is what I try and deliver each time. So until then, thank you so much for patiently listening to me as always. Love you loads. Bye bye.